What is up, everybody? Welcome to another pickups video.
Maria!
I'ma be that nail in your coffin, saying that I softened. I was ducking down to reload, so you can say your petty explanations. I don't have the patience before you even say it. I know you let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose your composure. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sound. You let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose your composure. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sounds.
I'm not done yet!
This is the month of August. Everything I got within the month of August will be here, of course, duh, honestly. So there might be a few things I might forget throughout this video, but if I remember later on in the future, I'll throw it onto another pickups video. I've done that in the past for a few of these pickups videos this year so far, but we'll see. And again, at this moment in time, I still did not have a working computer. That's my personal own computer. Still using my mom's computer, which she does not use at all, and I will not edit because it's hers and I feel bad if I do that, so I'd rather fix my own computer. If you don't know the whole situation, it broke one day and that's really it. So anyways, today is Labor Day of September 3rd, I think it is. So it's the third day in September, so let's get into August right here. So the first pickup, I guess it's not the first, just somewhere in the middle, I got a Mega Charizard Y figure, which now will, you know, be right next to my Mega Charizard X, if you can see it right here. So, oh, right there. Sorry. So here's my Mega Charizard Y. I actually got this from a thrift store, the DI. I got this one for, I think, $2. I could be wrong, I kind of forget, but it's still pretty cool, because of course Charizard is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. One of, next to, of course, Eevee, but you can't, no, you cannot see Eevee over there. Maybe there's another Eevee somewhere. Don't I have another Eevee? No, I have it in my other room. But anyways, Charizard. Mega Charizard Y. So, next, we have here is Mega Blaziken. Of course, I just like his design. I really just thought this was a better looking Blaziken than, well, the original Blaziken. So, just because it's red and black, and I just love that because that's me, of course. I don't like the whole red and white of the original, but that's just me. So here's Mega Charizard, Mega Blaziken. So next we have here is Leon from is it Leon? Yeah, it's Leon from Final Fantasy VIII. I don't want to say his other name. I think from like what's it called, from Kingdom Hearts. Is it Leon or is it Axel? No, it's not Axel. I say no. Leon's from Kingdom Hearts. This is Squall. Fucking A. Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. There you go. I'm so sorry I messed that up for you guys, but there you go. I taped his arm with the, I don't know what's it called, the gun sword. And basically, I just needed it and wanted it, and I don't want to lose it, so I did that. So it was the only way to stick on there, and there's no way to actually move that sword around. So there you go. Let's do that right here. Okay. So we got here is the Batman and Batman Mystery of the Batwoman and the Goonies on VHS. Got this one for I think $1 and this one for 50 cents. So two different thrift stores, but yeah, one's a Savers, which you don't actually save money, and then one is a DI, which you do actually save money. So there you go, sponsorships for Utah. Go to DI instead of Savers, and especially do not go to Goodwill's here, because fuck them. But still, so let's put that there for right now. Let's do these. I don't remember if I showed these. Hold on. I feel kind of bad talking while the camera is behind me. So, anyways, I don't remember if I showed these off in last month's. So I'm gonna show these off in this month's if I haven't already. So here they are. So we have here is, except for that one, because that's actually not part of that month. I already shown that one off. a bunch of calendars. I'm probably not going to open these whatsoever. We have here is Gears of War 4 calendar for 2018. We have here is Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Again, 2018. Okay, these are all 2018, by the way. So we have here is Halo. It looks like it's based off 5 or 4. I can't really tell. A 16-month 2018. Okay, so Halo. This one's up for sure. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And again, another Gears of War. Because I'm giving this one to Anthony, a friend of mine. And the very last one is a One Piece calendar. The rest is just, again, the same ones you already saw. So yeah, there's that. I'm probably not going to use that many calendars, but they're calendars. All right, so next up, we have here is 2 guidebooks and a comic book. So the comic book is Marvel Fanfare, Strange Ties. Strange Ties. I got this one because it literally has Spider-Man on it, and it looked interesting. There was like 2 other ones, but I only knew this one. So I guess it's like strange stories or something from like Marvel superheroes. So that sounds interesting more than the actual comic books, you know, because there's stories about like what if this can happen kind of situation. So that's why I liked it. So the next one is one of my favorite Batman games ever. It is Batman Arkham City. For me, it's always in between City and Night. I really like them too, and of course I like the original, which is kind of hard to do anyways, and Batman Returns, yeah, I think that's what it is. But of course I played basically almost all of them. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 of them, but still, Batman Arkham City, one of my favorites. And I've never actually completed it, so maybe that actually helped me out. So we got here is a good one. We got Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Funny thing is, I actually just saw a video about this book about a week or 2 ago by Introspective when he was making fun of Smash Brothers stuff. So I thought it was just funny. I'm like, oh look, I find a guidebook like a week or 2 later. I found this one. Where did I find this one? I can't remember if it was a thrift store or it was a Swapmeet. So, and I don't remember the price. So I think it was a Swapmeet. So yeah, I think it was the same day as Batman Arkham City because I got that not thrift store, the Swapmeet as well. So anyways, there's that. Next here we have is a demo. Well, we have here is 2 demos. One's for Xbox. It is November 2004, number 37 Xbox Game Disc demos. So we got Otogi 2, Arena 51, Rainbow Six 3, Black Arrow, Kingdom Under Fire, Blood Rain 2, Fight Club, and this was like probably the main 2 I really wanted to get this for. SNK vs. Capcom and Outrun 2. That was probably the main 2 I really wanted to play on this thing. I think that's all of the demos I just said. The rest are just like videos, and I don't even know I forgot there was downloadable stuff. So, PsyOps, Shadow Ops, Silent Hill 4 Track 1, and Silent Hill 4 Track 2. I'd see what the heck those are out, but yep. So here's the next demos. It is PlayStation Underground Jump Pack Summer 2002. I'm slowly now finding some of these, so they're pretty cool. Anyways, Jack and Daxter: The Precursors Legacy, Frequence, Hot Shots Golf 3, Prepper the Rapper 2, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, Time Splitters 2, Half-Life, Freestyle, Star Wars Jedi Star Fighter, damn, and that's it. So, see anything on the back I have to say? No, they're pretty much it. And then it shows like 2 videos of SOCOM, US Navy SEALs, and Kingdom Hearts. So, anyways, so this must have been really close to the release of Kingdom Hearts, I guess. Alright, next we have here is a movie. Sorry for all the background noise in the back. I'm going to try to edit that out. Eventually, if I get all my softwares and everything back, or the same computer that works again, but still. Anyways, this is Slumdog Millionaire. I actually watched this for the first time. It was probably around my graduation year. I don't remember exactly. This came out in 2008 or 9, and I graduated in 2011, so that's pretty close. Pretty close. I remember watching it at my aunt's house, and it was a really good movie. At first I didn't think I was gonna like it. All I knew about it was the Pussycat Dolls that's literally the girl band's name, made a music video and a song compared to this, like as the original or something, but put in the movie. But regardlessly, I liked it a lot when I first watched it back then, so I got it for that reason. I think it was like $1 or $2. I don't remember. I got that from Savers. Again, that was actually probably a really good deal because a lot of DVDs go for like $2. So, anyways, next one. This was actually again from Savers, but I only go to Savers like every once a month for sure, at least, or less, because they never have anything, and when they do, it's like it's always kind of up in price, and it shouldn't be, but it is anyway. So anyways, this is Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots Tactical Espionage Action Volume 2 Saga, whatever it is. So this probably came with the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't know anything about it other than it was $3, so I got it for that reason. Plus, I don't ever see this, never seen it before in my life, so there's that for a reason. Anyways, next, don't fall, don't you dang fall, you weirdo. Anyways, the next thing we have here is a Nintendo 64 carry-on bag thing. I pretty sure you supposed to just put your Nintendo 64 inside and you carry it around. That is seriously it. If I was like 10 again, even if I adjust the size, I don't know how much bigger it will be, but yeah, or we could just carry it one go and be like, yeah, let's go on an adventure with my Nintendo 64. I do have like 2 extra 64s. I could have just shown you, but I didn't think about bringing a 64 itself, so I'm sorry. All right, so there's that. I think I got that for $10 at the Swapmeet with a hookup that gets some video game related stuff, but he mostly focuses on toys. Just saying. That's how I actually got Charizard and Blaziken and Squall, Leon, whatever you want to say. So, trying to think what else I got. Let's see here. No, that's not it. No. I showed this last month. This was the Switch Pro controller. Sorry. I just had to move some stuff around. Alright. I don't think I showed this off. I don't think I showed it off last month. So, here is Kingdom Hearts. Here's Kirby, a freaking Burger King toy from, like, I'm pretty sure it's probably either from the video game or right back at you. Like, this came out in 2002. I don't know what year the show came out. I'm guessing 2002 or 3 or something like that on a Fox box. So it's pretty darn close. Okay, well still. Anyways, there's that. Trying to see if there's anything else before I get off topic. I think that's honestly it. So anyways, here's some Game Boy games. So we have here is Mickey's Dangerous Chase. I think I got this one for $10. Swapmeet. Here is The Simpsons Bart vs. Juggernauts. This one I was also, well, someone actually wanted for 15. I talked it down to 10 so I can get both of these two the same day for 20. So that's what I did. Again, I don't know how rare those are or not, but I needed them. And this one Ricardo gave to me because, well, realistically, it's just pretty beat up and, well, it doesn't look like it could play. I did try it out. It does work. It's just the front. It's kind of really messed up. Here is Wario Land Super Mario Brothers 3 or Land 3. So, you can probably see it like, yeah, you can see that why. So it's still playable. If I
Now I'll show you the Kaioken.
hold on. Okay, I have no idea if this has battery. No, okay, it's dead. It just light up for like a second and it died. Okay, never mind. But it works. It's gotta make it work more. Anyways, if that makes sense. Okay, next. Not that. I think this is my only Nintendo 64 game I got this month, which is Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Got this from Ricardo. Sorry about all the freaking noise outside the door. Anyways, Legacy of Darkness. This one's, I think it was 40 or 60. I can't exactly remember. I just know this was one of the last games I need for the 64. Not like I'm done, but I mean, close to getting everything I actually ever wanted for the 64 for North America. And then maybe focus on Japan later on. So I already got like 2 or 3 games from Japan. No, I only got 2 because one never came. I had to file a claim. Pokemon Stadium, man. Wish I got Pokemon Stadium from the... So, really quick tip, if you didn't know, Pokemon Stadium from Japan, the very first one, that's actually the first game. Pokemon Stadium for us in North America, it's actually the second game. While Pokemon Stadium 2 for us is actually the third game in Japan. Yep, there was 3 Pokemon Stadiums while we got 2. So if you get that first game for Japan, it's actually a game we never got. So you can call it Pokemon Stadium 0 if you want to. But still, that's a little quick tip if you didn't know that. So, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. So, only thing about Pokemon Stadium 1, it didn't have every single Pokemon in the game. Like the second one did, which was the first one for us. And then they fixed everything except for Electabuzz's like 6-hand problem or whatever it was. But anyways, regardless. So, Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. There you go. Okay. Next, let's see. Well, I still haven't opened this yet, but I got this like first week of August. This is Code of Princess EX. This is for Nintendo Switch. I still got my software thing. I have to open it at some point. Again, actually I put a lot of these in here. Hold on, wherever. I have a lot of those just lying around. Anyways, Code of Princess EX. It was originally for the Nintendo 3DS, but then when they announced a re-release for the Nintendo Switch, I was like, yeah, let's get the Switch version instead. And I almost bought the 3DS version the week they announced this version. Almost. So I said no. I think I said no that day, because I think it was like 2 days later they announced this. So I was like, yeah. Cool. So, got it. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so a lot of these are going to be soundtracks, a game of the PS1, and a 3DS and DS game. So, the soundtrack... No, this is a PC game, sorry. This is a PC game for Star Wars Dark Forces. I have no freaking idea what it's about. It doesn't show me anything on the back. So, I remember it was like 50 cents to $1. I don't remember exactly. Next, this is the soundtrack to The Simpsons, Songs in the Key of Springfield. I believe I have something just general like this. If I already have it, I will go send it away. I think it was like $1. So, this one, at first I thought it was the movie, like the actual movie. And then I realized, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie soundtrack. This is the soundtrack to Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. And then right behind it has like no one didn't pay attention. It's like there's another disc inside which has like it is a DVD, and it's like how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's pretty cool. So I got like 2 for 1, and this was like, oh, there it is, $1.50. So yep, from the DI. Alright, next we have here, this one's a classic. I don't own this movie. I want to own this movie at a cheap price, like $1 or $2, but we'll see it in the future. So anyways, we got Forrest Gump, the soundtrack. I watched this for the very first time back in 7th to 8th grade. I don't exactly remember, but it was one of those 2 years, not 9th, but one of those 2 years, and I really liked it. I was actually kind of invested. I actually wanted to know more about it, and a lot of people didn't know what that movie was, which is okay, because my generation kind of skipped it. When did this come out? This came out in '94, I think. So I was like a year or less than a year old. So next here, okay, this one I got just because a lot of the songs I actually like from this. I don't know if it's band, no, group. Let's just say group. I think that's the best term for it. Best group. So I'm gonna skip the very first strong. No, we'll just say some, and then you'll probably know what it are. Okay. 13, Final Frontier. Color Blind. Nothing But the Vi hit. Only in California. the Gangsta, the Killa, and the Dope Dealer, Bow Down, West Side Slaughterhouse. Here's where it goes more into people might be knowing. Gorillas in the Mist, Steady Mobin, Dead Homies, It Was a Good Day Remix, Boys in the Hood, and of course, Straight Outta Compton. This is the NWA Legacy Volume 1, 1988 to 1998 soundtrack, album, whatever this is. And of course, there's more to them, like Fuck the Police, We Want Easy, Keep Their Heads Ringing, Let Me Ride, songs like that. And of course, the last song. That literally says the last song on it. So, alright, that was a pretty good one. I got this from the Swapmeet for $1. You can't get any more hardcore than that. Alright. Can't get any hardcore than that, whatever. Alright, so next we got is, for the DS, we have is Blue Dragon Plus. I've actually seen this a long time ago. I never got him. And honestly, I don't know why I never got it. I just never got it. Blue Dragon Plus. I have Blue Dragon for the 360. I know there's another Blue Dragon for the DS. I think I need to get that. I don't remember what it's called, but I know there's one more Blue Dragon game out there. And I did see the anime for whatever it was on TV, but not for very long. So, Blue Dragon Plus. So. Next we have here is... Why does it feel empty? No, it's there. Okay, it just felt empty. We got is Monster Hunter Generations. And yes, I know. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate just came out about a week or two ago for the Nintendo Switch. I know that. This was like, what was it, like $12 or whatever, because I actually got this from GameStop, and I was like, a super good deal. I'm like, well, it's probably because the Switch version is coming out. So yeah, okay, so basically in Japan there was a game called Monster Hunter Double X Cross, or whatever it's called. That's what Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is for us in North America. I don't know if this is a prequel or sequel or the same freaking game on Switch or what, but this is something, okay? Alright, this one is probably the mind blower of the month. Okay, no. It's probably the second or... Okay, probably the second or third most biggest one. Maybe the first one for in your minds, but let me tell you a story. So, I usually go to the thrift store, a certain thrift store, mainly on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, but I haven't gone for a little while. And then before a problem, an issue happened, I won't say it, but before that, I would always go to that thrift store for a Tuesday or Wednesday visit. Or even sometimes both on the same day or the same week, because to me I always find the best things on those 2 days. Never Monday, never Friday or Saturday. Sometimes I try a Thursday, but it doesn't really ever show anything up. So when I was looking through the DVD section and the CD section for, you know, games and see whatever I can find, you know, stuff that I can either trade away for something I want, or something I actually do want, or whatever, or sell away if I have to, but still, I don't ever get as lucky as a lot of things I found that day. I found Xenosaga, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy X, 10-2, 10 and 10-2, sorry, Ark of the Lad, Eternal Darkness, whatever it's called, Eternal Ring, okay, I can't remember every single one. Those Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. I remember those. Regardless, I can't remember all of them. But still, there was a bunch. But all that I just said, I owned those. So I'm not keeping any of those. But this one was like the biggest one I had to buy regardlessly. So, all those I probably just said goes from around $1, $2, and $3. All those were like $1 through $3 range on every single one of those. Some were $2, some were $3, some were $1. This one was the top one, $3. And I was just shocked. I'm like, I never seen anything like this, especially not in the section where I found it, the CD section. Usually it's like in the collectible section, because there it's like whoever's there at the opening of the store, good luck trying to find anything else in the collectible section. Sorry. I guess they just put it because they thought there's too much. So, this is a PlayStation 1 game. It is a game I already own for Nintendo 64, but it's more desirable on the PS1. This is Mega Man Legends. I found Mega Man Legends at a thrift store for $3. Of course, I wish this was Mega Man Legends 2 or Tron Bond, but I mean, I still ain't complaining. This is something that you for sure want. So I was extremely happy. That visit made my day. Just that visit. I'm like, holy shit. I never get anything crazy like this. And if I have, it's been like a long time ago. Like I found a Conker's Bad Fur Day for $5, but I was like almost I think 2 years ago. I think maybe it's still a year and a half or something ago, but that was a long time ago. So I'm so happy I got this Mega Man Legends, like seriously. So now I am on the hunt, I think, for Tron Bond, and I think Mega Man Legends 2. I think I own that. I think. Let me check it right now, actually. Mega Man. No. Okay, I do need Legends 2 and Tron Bond. So I only have Mega Man X4 and 8. Now I have Legends, so that's cool. I know my friend DBZ. I know you have Mega Man Legends 2 and Tron Bond and the first game in one freaking go because he went to freaking Retropalooza. So anyways, off to that. Okay. So let's start with I think the third or second biggest thing. I think it's probably the third. This game it's actually really rare. It's really rare. It's not really expensive. It's just hard to find, especially complete like this. So it's a game for the 360. Yeah, a rare 360 game. So it's not Battle Fantasia or whatever else it might be out there. I can't think of right now at this moment in time that's rare and cheap, but the 360 is the way to go for cheap and rare games if you're trying to find any of that. I was just surprised I found it. I got this one. I know I got this one for $6 at the Swapmeet, and this guy was wanting to actually sell me all his 360 games for $40 as a lot. But when I looked at all the 360 games, a lot of them were like games I can't even sell, or even games I wasn't even interested in. Like Cars and Barbie and whatever, you know. There was a Banjo, but I'm like, no. Anyways, this is Raiden Fighters Aces. Raiden Fighters Aces. Basically, Raiden Fighters Aces has 3 games in one. It is Raiden Fighters 2, Operation Hell Drive, and Raiders Fighters Jet. It is an arcade cabinet-like game. It's like Gradius or Ikaruga, if you want to say. It's like that on a 360, and you know, this is just, it's extremely hard to find. Not expensive, just hard to find. That's it. If you could find it, if it's like the game store, like Gamestop, like just go get it. Depending how much it is, I don't know how much it's on Gamestop because I haven't looked. But if I got it for $6, hopefully you can get something like that crazy good. So, all right. So from there, I think that's it. Except for the last game, that's probably really hard to find as well, especially how I found it. So next we have here is Sonic the Hedgehog. Now this one's not a ordinary game. This one is for the, and I only got it because it's Sonic the Hedgehog, Leapfrog Digi Custom Gaming System. The Learning Path Connected. Yep, Sonic the Hedgehog. And yep, I got it for $2. And I'm not gonna get me a freaking Leapfrog, but this is what the cartridge looks like. That's, I don't know, it looks interesting. I mean, I never seen it. It's just, don't fall. Or wherever you're going, don't do that. So there it is. Trying to hold with the rest of the games. So I don't know. I just got it because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. There was nothing. There was like 2 other Leapfrog games, but it was like garbage games, like nobody cares about kind of things. I think it was like Hello Kitty, whatever. But anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog. Got it just because it's Sonic the Hedgehog and it's on Leapfrog. I mean, like, okay, cool. I don't know, Leapfrog game that I'm probably never gonna play, but it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Just like I have an N-Gage game for Sonic the Hedgehog called Sonic N. Can't play that because I don't have a freaking Sonic. I don't have a freaking N-Gage. I know Kia N-Gage. Okay, next here is, oh, actually, this is a part of the that Mega Man Legends lot. I got Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I don't need it. I'm probably just gonna keep it for a while because I already have this on the PS3. So I just want to see how it's like on the Wii. So I might not keep it, but for now I am. Next, we have Monster Hunter World for the PS4. I got it because it was on sale at Best Buy, and I might play with my friends DBZ and Jordan. But the only reason why it was on sale at Best Buy because it has to be a used copy, and they had a used copy. It was like, okay, cool. So, yeah, that's basically it. So there you go. Wow, Monster Hunter World. I already own this on the Xbox One, but I mean, if you really want to play with me, I have it now. But I'm probably not gonna play this one if they don't ever play with me. Next, here we have is Neo. I got this one from a pawn shop, literally for $15. It's still on that too, pawn shop. I know what GameStop they sell for like at least $30 or whatever it is still, but I was like 15. That's like half of it. Nice find, nice find, nice find. Next one, I have not opened it, of course. This is the long-awaited remastered HD port of Shenmue 1 and 2 for the PS4, and there's also an Xbox One and PC. So, I haven't opened it yet. Of course, I know what it is. I already own both games separately on the Dreamcast and the original Xbox, so I'll open it when I can. So, Shenmue 1 and 2. HD. So, next here, nothing special. Call of Duty Ghosts. I got it for $1 at the Swapmeet. And then this one was actually something I actually kind of was wanting because I think I knew about this for like 2-3 years, maybe 2 years. I don't know. Basically, it's one of the biggest PS2 games out there, and I didn't know they released it on the PS3, and it's free to play online with PS3 on with friends. So that's mainly why I wanted to get this. It is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the PS3. And if you didn't know it was on the PS3, it's okay. I didn't even know, and I worked at GameStop, and I didn't even know until we actually got one. And I'm like, they're okay. Like, who knew, you know? So, I mean, it's sold well. I mean, yeah, why not try to sell it again on another console? So, these I got for $1 a piece. I don't know anything about them other than the soundtracks for the movies, but these are pretty cool for Star Wars fans. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan ever. I'm not. I'm a fan of it, but I'm not the biggest one. I can't tell you everything about every single thing. Like that one code something that tells everybody about the whole clones to attack the Jedi and betray. That I don't know what that code is. And I do know like some references, like, those aren't the droids you're looking for, and, Jedi powers and whatever. But still, this is the soundtracks to Star Wars, the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and A New Hope. So it's all these, just, I don't know. They're like a book, so when you open it, there's like some like, some talk about stuff I don't really know. There's some pictures from the movies, of course, stuff like that. So I don't know much about it, but again, this is pretty cool to find. $1 a piece at the Swapmeet. So, all right. Next, we have here is an anime. I just got it because it looked kind of interesting. It's like a random episode thing. I don't even know what episodes really are, but still, this is an anime called Martian Successor Nadesico Secrets and Lies. I don't know if I even said that right, but yeah, $2 at a ThriftStore. Next here, I really wanted it, but this is volume 2. I wish it was the whole entire season, the series itself. And of course, I don't think this is a real copy, but at this one thrift store, I've always been finding these copies as like bootlegs, or they look like they're bootlegs, but I don't know. This is Batman Beyond, the complete animated series, volume 2. So it's the second half of the whole entire show. So I was a really big fan of the show when I was first watching all of it on Netflix. Well, actually, not even that. I watched it back originally on Fox Kids in the early 2000s. But then again, I didn't see every single episode, and I finally caught up with the whole Batman series. And I didn't know that the show ended like it didn't actually end correctly. They just couldn't do another season, and that pissed me off. I'm like, what? I was expecting way more. And then now I was like, I was doing more investigations, like, oh, I didn't even know they put more information into Justice League and Justice League Unlimited because of that reason, other reasons too. But that was like the biggest thing from Batman Beyond. So like, it's like now I know, but still, you know. So anyways, the next one is Soul Calibur 2. I just needed the box for this, but I got it again. Next we have here is, okay, this one's actually a classic for me. I played this on the original Xbox. This is an NBA Street Volume 2. I know that Street Volume 3 is better. I need Street Volume 3. I am not getting the first Street Volume 1. I don't care about it. I only care about the second one and the third one. The third one, you have to for sure get that on a Nintendo GameCube, because if you get the third NBA Street Volume game, you will play as Mario, Luigi, and Peach from Super Mario Brothers and NBA Street Volume 3. But again, I haven't seen that version in years. I don't know why. Maybe because it's that good. But again, I don't even know how much it even costs. But that and Fight Night Round, I think it's 2 on the GameCube, because you could play Super Punch Out for free. Yeah, that's another quick tip. Next, this one I actually got because I've been hearing a lot of rumors, and I actually wanted to get to that they're going to be making a third game, an actual good game, not like Def Jam Icon, whatever it's called. This is Def Jam Vendetta. I have an opportunity to get Def Jam Fight for New York for the original Xbox, like I did originally back in the day, but I am looking for a PS2 or a GameCube version of it. But the thing is, those are expensive versions, and well, each version of the game is like $40+. So it's an expensive buy. So anyways, next here is, I finally got this game after like a year trying to locate it for like a good price. X-Men Legends 2 Rise of the Apocalypse. I've been looking for it for a while, and I've seen it all the time at Swapmeet with a certain seller, but he sells too expensive. I think I got this for like at least $5 to $10, and the seller kept trying to sell it to me like $20, $25. So I was like, no. So, and by the way, after that game finished, it would go to Marvel. Marvel Alliance. It's after that basically. So, anyways, this one I owned back in the day. The reason why I got rid of it originally because I thought it was on a PS3. When this might be an old phrase from everybody that knew what I was trying to do 3 years ago on my vlogging channel, and I did mention it a lot on this channel too. Back when I was trying to do my Xbox 360 to PS3 conversion plan, that was one of the games I thought it was on the PS3. That conversion plan has ended. All the games I always wanted to convert from the 360 to the PS3 has been converted over. I'll say that right now. And I have rebought like at least 2 or 3 of those 360 games that I converted over back on the 360, just because they were super cheap at the time. So I just got them because you could not say no. Even if you wanted to get rid of them later on, I could actually make a profit from them, just getting my money back and more. So that's why. But this one originally, I thought it was on the PS3. Only the sequel and the prequel of this game came out on the PS3. Not the original. This is Record of Argus War. I own this originally, like I said. And everything is cool. It has a soundtrack and the game. I actually own the soundtrack still. So I have 2 soundtracks of this now. But I originally I wanted to get that game back, and then I found it at my local GameStop. It's like my 5th GameStop I go to, and I was in the neighborhood, so I went there because it was next to an FYE, and they had it, and I didn't go to FYE. So, yeah. All right, so before I get on to these, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I got in the month of August. Oh, see? Yeah. See, there's one I just thought about. There's one. Okay. I got this from a seller. As well as the seller of the Swapmeet. I go to him all the time, and I basically never buy anything from him. But he's a cool guy. He tells me what he thinks he could sell this game for or whatever. But regardlessly, it goes for like almost nothing a lot of the time. And he tells me like some ridiculous price about some stuff, and I always tell him the truth. Like, dude, this does not cost $40. Oh, this probably costs like $20. or not 60, it's like 40 or whatever it is. But this was a special one. So he had 3 Nintendo DS lights, 3 of the same color, and I always wanted to get a Nintendo DS Lite of this color because my best friend at the time, I still talk to him occasionally, David, Mr. Day64, if you're watching, there you are. He or his brother, I can't remember exactly, they had this exact color. I was always jealous because of that color, and you know I love this color because I'm wearing the color right now, and it's my secondary main color next to black. So you already know it is the Nintendo DS Lite Crimson color. Always wanted crimson. Always wanted this. I have a Cobalt Blue DS Lite because it was super cheap one day. So this is what I wanted originally back in the day, and now it matches my red Wii, my red 3DS XL. I wish it was a new 3DS XL. I wish I did have a red 64. That'd be pretty cool to say that. And of course, if I get the red Joy-Con controller for the left and right, it'll make my game room look more red and black other than just straight up black. And then like some white because Dreamcast, and some gray because of Super Nintendo, and purple because of the GameCube, and white because the 360 is also white, but because it could also be black. But I do own like 3 of those. But anyways, doesn't matter. I'm glad I got it. But the thing is, I had to pay like $30. That was the one thing, but at least he had a charger, and it worked. And I tried out all 3 of them to see which one was the best one. This one I found out was the best one. Basically, one it was just straight up broken, and then the other one was like, it was like you could just barely move it, and you just kind of like jiggle all the time. This one was like the best one, and also the other one was like had like a weird broken like screen. So this was like the best one to go with. So all right, I think that is it. Besides the last games I want to show off. Oh no, oh no! I forgot about these. Ricardo, he got this system, and I barely even know what to do with this damn thing. I haven't even seen if it works yet. I have myself is a Intellivision. I don't know how to work it. I haven't really looked it up yet. I just got it because of the price, and he does not want to have these. But the thing is, he got it because the stuff he got all together with it was kind of actually worth it for him. But I couldn't tell what was the difference between Atari and Intellivision, and I had to look up like some information, and then I just learned that they came out at the same time and what was better than the other about certain things. And then when I looked at cartridges, I'm like, what's the difference? And then I finally compared them. I'm like, oh. So these are all completed boxes except for one game, which actually kind of pissed me off. It was like the main game I wanted to play, of Intellivision games. So a lot of these I just straight up don't care. You got tennis, triple action, lock and chase. I thought it said Shaq Fu. Snafu, Space Battle, Utopia, Bowling, Star Strike, Burger Time, Frogger. This was the one it did not come in. Donkey Kong, the main one I wanted to try for sure. It does not. The game's not in there at all. It's just the case to Donkey Kong. So now I'm on the search for one Intellivision game for sure I'm aware of, and that's Donkey Kong. So there's that. I got the Intellivision and games all for $20 or $25. I forget. Got it from Ricardo though. So, oh yes, I think I don't remember when I got this, but I know I got this this month or last month. Did I show this off? I think I showed this off. It was a complete in box Genesis Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Genesis, like I said already, but got it from Game Changers. Funny thing is, I was actually at Game Changers last week for a wedding and also a funeral, so. And amen, you know, and congratulations to Anthony and Lisa. But I didn't buy the one game I actually saw, which was Bomberman Online for Dreamcast, so maybe I should have. But at the moment in time, I'm thinking about Spider-Man for the PS4, and then later on, The World Ends With You, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon Let's Go, Super Mario Party, and of course Smash Brothers. That's like the main ones I could think about. But still, besides that, I think that's honestly it. So let's get on to the finale. So everything was probably better for some people. These are the last ones. So for the Super Nintendo, we got here is a game called Airstrike Patrol. I got it as part of a bundle because it was all $8 together. That made it really worth it for the other two I'm about to show you. So here it is, right? I looked it up, it looked pretty fun, so that's why I'm keeping it, not selling it away. Next we have here is Rampart. I got it from Ricardo. I think it was like $5 or $10. I don't remember, but I wanted the game for a long time, and he finally had it, so that's good. This one, I think it was the same thing for that. I think it was like $5, $10 for Gyrus. So there's Gyrus for just NES. Okay. Now, there was a bunch of random games that nobody cared about in this bundle at the thrift store, which was part of that Airstrike game for the Super Nintendo. All for $8. A lot of it was a bunch of junk. A lot of it just a bunch of shit. Don't really care about any of it. It was like, oh, okay, all that rhymed. There was like NBA Live, like was it 90? What was it, 90? Like 94 or something. There was like Lego Ninjago or something, and some horse game, and some other shit that nobody cares about, like some DS games, some Super Nintendo games, there's a sports games, you know, shit nobody cares about. Except for that Strike game and this game I have right here in my hand. So this game I have here in my hand is more expensive than every other game I just said, or that was in that pile, that bundle, for $8. I don't know the exact price of this game as of right now. I know this game goes for more than $40 to $50 alone. I don't exactly know the price, I'll say that. Like I said again, but I want to give you a good estimate. I think it's more than 60. I think it's more than 60. I'm not saying it is. Say I think. I know the original Mega Man and Mega Man 5 and 6 is probably the most expensive, next to 2 and 3. So the one I left out is Mega Man 4. Right? 4, yep, see, you got 4. So, now, this year alone, I think I've gotten the most Mega Man games I've ever collected ever. I think. There was Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. There was Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. For sure Mega Man 11 is going to come out, just to say that alone. There is Mega Man Legends I just got. There was Mega Man, I think it was 3 or 1 or both on the same day earlier this year, like way earlier this year, I think. And I can't remember what else, but now I only need Mega Man 5, 6, and 7. Oh, and I forgot. There was also Mega Man Soccer. Whatever it is in there. I forgot about Mega Man Soccer. What the fuck did I do that? I don't know. Anyways, so Mega Man Soccer. There's that too. So, I believe that is it. I know the only other thing I can think about is that I did get another Xbox One controller. It is a Day 1 edition. It does work, but I don't know when I'm going to use it. It does work, so I just need another cord because my original doesn't really work without a cord. But still, that is it. So, out of everything I just said, that's it. I'm not going to go over it again because I'm a little tired, and this is the first time in a very long time I recorded something. My very last time I actually recorded something was actually a month ago, recording the last pickups video. I had not recorded a single YouTube video in a while, and it does bother me, but then I can't do anything about it. I mean, I can, but I'd rather not because it's on my own computer. I'm in the works of trying to get another PC computer. I think I said it before. I know it's just the person I'm getting it from is Ricardo, and he takes a while on a few things. He does. Not always. Sometimes he's like on top of it, or sometimes he's behind on something. It happens. But basically, this is the entire month of August. I don't know what else I might have gotten other than digital games. I can't think about. I'm just saying it's probably a possibility. Other than, you know, sodas, drinks, you know, food. Oh, thank God I looked around. Okay, last thing. This is the very last thing, I promise you. An Nintendo 64 storage carrier holder thing. I think it was $20, I think. I got this from the guy that sold me the Mega Charizard Y and the Blaziken and the Squall toys. And actual that 64 bag I mentioned earlier. So, he told me 1 week he said he got something like this, and he says he can bring it the next week. I didn't think about it, and when I went to him and he mentioned it, I'm like, holy shit, you actually did have it. I kind of forgot about it. So this was something I've always wanted when I was younger. I have something similar to this, exactly similar with the whole design and everything. I don't even know what company actually made these. I wish I knew, because that would be pretty cool, you know, because it just says made in Japan. There's literally no like marking saying this was made by so and so. I think it's just Nintendo or Sega or I don't think PlayStation ever had one, but you know, I think they just made their own back then. I don't know who made these, but I know a lot of hardcore retro gamers want these holders, you know, these storage units. My other one is Sega Genesis, and I actually had that the first day I had my Sega Genesis. So after finally, you know, almost completing my 64 collection of every single game I always wanted for the North American releases, it's nice to have this, but the problem is with me, I have no way to actually for sure knowing where I'm going to put this, because the way I have my 64 games right now is you know, like a bookshelf. This is more of a storage, like, you know, cabinet or whatever you want to say, file cabinet, not a bookshelf where you can see it on the wall. So I'm not sure, but I'm for sure not getting rid of this. I do have an idea for an additional 64 like to play with for my niece, because she's always alone. There's no one here in the house that would play with her. I'm at work usually when she wants to play, or she's at school, so she has, like, you know, if it's not school, it's here, and she has no one to play with other than watch TV or watch whatever's on YouTube with my mom / her mom. So, and then of course grandpa's and all that. So that's similar, but I don't know if I want to keep this for her, because she's 6 right now, so turning into 7. But there's ideas for me to just make a small little collection for 64 games just for her, because I wanted to grow up on a 64, because I grew up with like 2 games on the original Nintendo, which was Mega Man 2 and Kirby's Adventure. Mega Man 2 and Kirby's Adventure. Super Nintendo, it was just basically the same games everybody else played. Street Fighter 2, Super Mario World, which I sucked at and I still do. You know, games like that. And then the 64 and PlayStation 1 was like basically where I was around the most. So didn't really grow up with the Genesis. I grew up like almost a teenager age when I got the Genesis, so it still means a lot. So anyways, that's it for today. So I don't know anything else I've got. Again, I already said earlier in the video, like an hour ago, because this is 53 minutes long, so I'm sorry about that, that this is everything I got in the month of August. I will show off something right now, just for a sneak peek. Just for a sneak peek. I already got 3 games I'm keeping for the month of September, and they are Mega Man, Mortal Kombat 4, Far Cry Primal, and Project Justice. So those are 3 games to expect in the month of September. Just 3. I got in other things, just, you know, they're not for me. They'll probably just be sold away or traded away for things I actually do want. If you want an example of what they are, just an example, and these might be gone, so I don't know when I'm going to get my computer fixed. you know, Ocarina of Time. I got another Ocarina of Time. Cool. Mario Power Tennis, Minecraft for the PS4, and Infamous Second Son. All good games right there. Easy to sell away, you know. But again, those aren't. I'm not keeping those. Maybe Minecraft. I don't know. Never know. You never know. They might be on for the next month, so you never know. Once again, everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a below, and take us off for the next pickups video. Which again, I don't know when you're gonna see them. I don't know if it's gonna be released tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna schedule these out, but I just want you to know I'm still here. I don't know. You can still follow me on Twitter. I know all this information I'm telling you right now doesn't even matter, but I miss talking to you guys and in my recording sessions and everything. I miss a lot of YouTube stuff from not even recording it, and I feel so hopeless and alone, and it can't express my inner creativity or my inner like laughter or my inner like just entertainment, because I can't entertain anybody else. All I could do is just tweet, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, just anything I can talk to people about, but I can't make a video. I mean, I can, but it's gonna be like a vlog video like this, and this is boring. There's gonna be no custom thumbnails, there's gonna be no description. I mean, I can make a description easily, but that's just it's very dumb. So I do miss you guys. Don't worry, I'm still keeping contact with all your inboxes thanks to YouTube's inbox YouTube app thing. So there is that. Again, I'm sorry for this video being like an hour long, and there has been a video in playing out, and the whole background is My Hero Academia, and there was some Naruto in there too, or Boruto I should say. But regardless to everybody, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys all for the next one, alright? Bye-bye. Oh. No, actually, that is it. I was gonna say, oh yeah, but I already told you I was getting Spider-Man. I guess the only other thing I want to say is, again, thank you for being patient. Hopefully, I'm back and running, going and doing my own thing. I do have a bunch of videos that's on private. I can't release any time, but I want it to be released when I'm ready to come back for sure. So there is that. The only other thing I will say for Picos wise, there's gonna hopefully be some Dreamcast games in there. Maybe one game I've been waiting for like a year trying to get, but we'll see. We will see. So once again, everybody, thank you for watching, and see you guys all for the next one, okay? Bye-bye.
Chaos Control!